Athens, Greece is one of the world's oldest cities. It's the birthplace of democracy, arts, science, and the philosophy of the Western civilization. Athens is home to many incredible ancient sites, including the world-renowned Acropolis, but it has a lot more to offer than just history. In this video, you'll learn some of the best things to do in Athens in 48 hours or less. So we just got to Athens, Greece. We're super excited to be here. Neither of us have been to Greece before. We're spending a few days in Athens before heading over to Santorini. We're gonna go do some walking around, explore the city, and tomorrow we're gonna go head to the Parthenon and see lots of the more historical sites.
Yep, that's the plan.
It's also super hot here, but it is the middle of September, so hopefully we won't sweat to death. Can we just take a moment to acknowledge this iconic view from our Airbnb rooftop? You can see the entire Acropolis, the Acropolis Museum, and over the city of Athens. We're Sydney and Caleb from The Wildly Life. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below to follow along on all the adventures. So this little village that we're walking around, it's super cute and very photogenic, but there are people that actually live here. So there's little signs everywhere, just be mindful and respectful of the residents. Anafiotika is a small scenic neighborhood located at the base of the Acropolis. These whitewashed houses date back to the mid-19th century and were built by the Cyclades carpenters who moved to Athens to help build the king's palace. They're based on the same architectural style as their homes back in the Cycladic Islands. It gives you a little taste of what some of the Greek islands are like. It's a great place to walk around and take some pictures before heading over to Plaka.
Just got to the Plaka markets. Gonna walk around and do some shopping, but not buy.
We don't have any more space in our suitcases for that. There's a lot of shops and cute little stores to go in down this main street. Got some skewers from a traditional Greek place. Looks super yummy. There's been a line ever since we showed up, but can't wait to actually try it. Just got to the Acropolis Museum.
We're gonna walk around and read some of the history before we go tomorrow.
We've heard really good things about this museum, so we're actually excited to check it out. Super cool. You can see a lot of the old ruins below. You can walk there outside afterwards, but excited to go check everything out. The Acropolis Museum is an archaeological museum that houses artifacts from the Acropolis and other ancient Greek sites. It's a multi-level museum where you can learn more about the history of ancient Greece and, of course, the Acropolis. It was really cool to see some ancient artifacts up close, especially before going to see the sites in person at the Acropolis. The museum was super well done and we highly recommend visiting. These are ruins of the ancient city, and it actually used to be a bathhouse, a public bathhouse for a super rich neighborhood. So I took some wine up to our rooftop of our Airbnb. Got this super cute Greek red wine at the local market.
Gonna watch the sunset.
Yeah, you should have a front row seat to the sunset. this morning we are headed to the Acropolis. We're getting there early, right when they open, just to beat the heat and hopefully the crowds. Yeah, we've heard mixed things that everybody goes in the morning because of the heat and there's big tour buses, but we've also heard that they come later in the afternoon. So we shall see, but you do need to get timed reservations right now.
Correct.
Yeah, so we got our tickets online and we have the timed reservation for 8. So the Acropolis just opened and the line is already, it's like wrapped all the way around here and then it goes up here and then like weaves in. So definitely a lot of people so far in the morning.
That's true.
The Acropolis of Athens is one of the most famous ancient archaeological sites in the world, but there's a little bit of confusion between the Acropolis and the Parthenon. So the Acropolis is the hill in Athens that the Parthenon was built on. The Parthenon is the main Greek temple. While the Parthenon is the most famous site, there are lots of different ancient sites to explore on the Acropolis, including a few other temples and a theater. We recommend planning to spend a few hours walking around and learning about each different site. Keep in mind it will be crowded, most of the pathways are uneven and hilly, so be sure to wear proper footwear and bring lots of water.
We're at the top of the Acropolis, looking at the Parthenon.
I don't know if you can tell on the GoPro, but you can still see like a very well-maintained statue up there with some horses in the corner. Yesterday when we were at the Acropolis Museum, they have like part of the peak of the roof on display in there with kind of what's left of it and want to preserve it. So these statues right here we saw in the Acropolis Museum yesterday, and the real ones are actually in the museum and protected, but these ones are replicas, but they look super real, but obviously I'm not an architect. Probably about 8:39 in the morning and there are copious amounts of people everywhere.
Quite the spot.
Yeah, it's obviously one of the biggest tourist destinations in probably all of Greece, but definitely a lot of people here. This is the Theater of Dionysus. It's all, looks like they've done a lot of restoration work and they actually do shows here in the summer. You can kind of see down there them setting up. This one is actually the Theater of Dionysus. Not sure if I'm saying it correctly. We just got to the Temple of Zeus. It's about, what, 5-10 minute walk from the Parthenon, Acropolis area?
Super easy, and we're gonna walk around and read some of the signs and see what's going on.
Yeah, it's also way less crowded. There's maybe like 100 people here instead of like, what, 5,000?
Yeah.
There is not much left of this temple, guys. It's much more bare, I feel like, than the Parthenon. But you can kind of see it up on the hillside up there, which is cool. We enjoyed hanging out on our rooftop so much last night, we decided to order pizza tonight and hang out and watch the sunset.